What up? This nigga, man. I knew he wasn't gonna text me the hoop. What's happening, man? I'm texting my homie. I was supposed to hoop with him today. This nigga on my head. I knew you wasn't gonna text me to hoop. I was supposed to hoop with Brandon today, and I gotta do this video and two more videos, and then I'm about to run the Joshua tree for a little while. Visit with some people. Text this nigga back, man. What's going on? What's up, man? I just wanna check in real quick. I'm gonna shoot some more videos today. And you know what I'm saying? Dr. Sinister, what up? How y'all looking for Christmas, man? Y'all got y'all stuff done? I ain't shopped yet. Man, I got some silver in my beard under here, bro. I'm gonna have to put some more window tint under here. I'm pretty sure y'all out shopping. Bakari, what up, though? You watched the show last night, man. We had a blast on the show. I told this joke, and then everybody accused me of stealing somebody else's joke. I was like, I ain't never even watched the Old Boy special. This joke about how black people always say, man, you got you a little car, got you a little house, you got you a new little job. They put the word little in front of it. So I said that on the show, and then everybody was accusing me of taking somebody else's joke. I was like, nigga, I ain't never even watched the Old Boy special. I ain't never stole nobody's jokes, man. I ain't got to. But, you know, I guess it's just such a common thing. Just happens to be, yeah, it was a good show last night, man. I had a blast last night, man. I'm such a great group of people. It's so funny, man. I've tried to, Deborah Green, what's popping? It's funny, man. I know a few people that got podcasts, man. Fairly successful podcasts, quite a few people. And I reached out to them like, hey man, let me come on your show and holler at you. No response. Craig and everybody at Craig Facts was the only ones that was like, bro, come through, man. Come through, holler at us. They real niggas for that, dog. This industry can be full of plastic, fake cat people, bro. And everybody on Craig Facts has been real. Most of the people that God has been introducing me to just been real people, man. Solid 100 like me. You know what I'm saying? I just wish people would stop capping. If you in the entertainment industry, stop capping, man. If you an extra in a TV show or movie, quit telling people you had a role in the movie. Nigga, you was an extra. I know so many people out here, especially that wasn't born and raised here in Cali like me. I was born and raised in Romulus. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't born and raised out here. But what they do is they get away from their hometown. They come out here to Cali and they start capping to everybody back home. Nigga, I've seen y'all. You capping to everybody back home. But when I see you out here, I don't see you doing the stuff you telling people you doing at the crib. Stop lying. Damn. Battery died, nigga. My bad. What up? What's popping, man? My battery died, dog. So look, I'm gonna get right back into it, man. I see people move out here from their hometown and they start lying to the hometown, telling them stuff that they doing out here. Stop capping, man. Just be honest. I think this whole COVID 2020 thing should teach everybody one thing, man, to just be honest and real with your accomplishments and where you are mentally, spiritually. There's a lot of people going through, man. We ain't got time. If you grown, you ain't got time to be out here lying and capping, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, I ain't got a haircut in a few days. You can see that I got hair on the sides, but this is where my hairline used to be, and it's gone. I'm not capping with putting glue and hair weave and shoe polish on my head to look like I have a hairline. I'm not capping. I do not have a hairline. It's gone. I put beard dye in my beard under here sometimes because it's silver. That's just honest. See how easy that is to just be honest? I have nostril hair and some have to cut them. That's just honest. Be honest in 2021, man. Stop capping. You out here in Hollywood from a hometown, stop lying about what you've done, man. If you was an extra on the show, say you was an extra. Telling you, yeah, the show was hilarious yesterday, man. We was clowning. It was good gems being dropped, man. I have a good time on the show. But I love it because we all are individuals, man. Everybody doing their own thing, you know? We don't need each other to be successful. We all are, have a level of success in our own right, but we are stronger together when we in the room. But when we out of the room, we all grinding on our own. Stream is back, popping. What up, though? Man, the knowledge and the roast be super funny, man. I'm really grateful for that platform. But I'm gonna encourage y'all, man. Y'all got platforms wherever you at. Let me tell you what I got about moving out here was a really great work ethic when it comes to your art. Wherever you are, what state, city, wherever you are, man, just if you had all the money in the world, what would you do with your time? And whatever that answer is, start going after that little by little every day. What was my first time like on stage? Man, I was 16 and my mom wrote a play for me at church. I talk about it all the time. I had such a good time. She was like, she let me improv. She was like, "Here, this is kind of what I want you to talk about, but just do these things." And I had a blast. And then I started doing stand up in high school. I used to stand on the tables in the lunchroom and tell jokes. I was always roasting people, man. I had a blast. So I wasn't never nervous on stage. Hey, I feel you, Benjamin. Continue buying and flipping houses. Dude, I did that in Detroit for years, man. That's how I was able to move out here. I must have bought and sold three houses, and I had two rental properties. And one of the rental properties I lost when the market crashed in like '08, '09. Um, and another one I had, it was on the west side. I rented my house out. So my first house I bought, I was 21 over by the old McKenzie and like Joy Road in Wyoming. I bought it, I had it for a while, then I rented it out. And then I got rid of it. But buying and flipping houses, man, I'm with you. That's the move. That's the way to get wealth. That's how they was able to keep us from getting wealth back in the day with redlining and all that other stuff. They kept us from. The greatest way to build generational wealth is through houses, real estate, not just houses, but any kind of real estate. So I'm with you, bro. Get them houses and flip them. Cheap, even it's up. Yeah, them houses was cheap then. Even man, bro, they was so cheap. But you know how I killed it is, I bought a house on the east side. I had one by Denby. on Peyton. Then I had another one on the west side, and and then I started getting houses in Canton. Bro, I got one in Canton for like 60 bands, fixed it up and sold it for 90. And then I just kept buying houses in Canton. It was a little bit more expensive, but man, the turnaround was ridiculous. So that last house we sold in Canton, we took the money and moved out here. So real estate, what else y'all want to do? Tell me some of y'all goals for 2021. You know what I'm saying? Attainable goals. Because it's cool to have going to a new year with some new goals, some things you want to do for yourself. That house game is really where it's at, though, bro. Um, yeah, I just wanted to do a quick little live, man. I got a couple videos I want to shoot, and then I'm gonna get out of here. You trying to move to Japan in 2021, popping for real? That's what's up. I always wanted to visit Japan. Just be careful eating them steaks in Japan, man. They got shit steaks out there. They got real steaks made out of feces out there. Some restaurants specialize in shit steaks. Fantasy sports. Can you get rich off of that? I don't really know nothing about fantasy sports. Used to live there in 2017, bro. It's a great place. Moved back here to take care of the fam. That's what's up, man. What do you do? What kind of work you do, Poppin'? My my cousin in the Navy. He said he spent some time over in Japan. He love it over there. He said some of them don't like Americans though. Um, uh, yeah. So look, I'm about to log out. Kobe steaks? No, nigga, it's doodoo steaks over there in Japan. You gotta look it up. They make steaks out of feces. You was teaching English there, just try something new. Ended up loving it when my grandpa had a heart failure, so I moved back while he was still with us. Man, good move, bro. Family first. Loyalty over royalty. Family first, man. I'm so glad I got a chance to go see my granddad before he passed. This was maybe like in September. I came out, he had the COVID rules in place. He was like, listen, when y'all come by, you're gonna sit on the porch and talk to me. Don't touch me, don't shake my hand or nothing, and you gotta have masks on. So me and Craig went over there and hollered at my granddad for a while. You know what I'm saying? Then we went over his people, his family house in Detroit. We just spent the day just visiting our family in Detroit. And that's the day we found out we was cousins and shit. It's crazy. But I'm glad I got a chance to see my granddad before he passed, because it was like maybe a month after that he passed away. But while I was chopping it with him, he was telling me like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go see your grandmother in heaven. I'm ready to go. So he was like 90. He was ready. Family first, man. That's real. At the end of the day, that's what we have. Family. Who your family created life. Yeah, man, I got to create memories for the family, man. I'm so grateful. My parents did that for me. They created memories. My grandparents. It was always about memories. I try to do that. I ain't been back to Michigan in almost 10 years. Too violent. Oh, come on, nigga. It's violence everywhere, bro. But I feel you, but at some point you got to give back. You get the bag, you got to go back. Smart. I mean, wisely go back. But that's why I'm here. Once I get this bag here in Cali that I really want, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back and give, man. Because I hate it. Like, my son used to play basketball at the Tyndall Rec Center on 7 Mile. They shut that rec center down because of budget cuts. But a couple years later, they said they got $550 million from somewhere to build a new county jail downtown. So you shut down the rec centers, but build prisons. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of disparity and just trash going on in Detroit. I don't like. So I want to get this bag and go back and build rec centers, get team. You know what I'm saying? Real estate, get it really popping and just empower the neighborhoods, man, and give people hope. Yeah, build the hood. I feel it, man. That's really my goal. I feel you, man. There's some rough hoods in the city, man. Like I said, I stayed over by McKenzie. Then I had a house on the west side. Yeah, Tinder was my spot, bro. I hate that they shut it down, man. My kids did everything there, dude. So I want to build back the hood, man. I want to get therapy back in. I want to get therapy in neighborhoods for some of our young black men, man. I want to those hours between like 2 and 7 p.m. where kids get out of school and they ain't got nothing to do and their parents ain't home. Them some of the most dangerous hours. I want rec centers where they got somewhere to go. Food. What advice would I have for new comics? Um, I think for new comics, I would say Craig gave me some really good advice, man. He said when you wake up in the morning, get on the microphone with a speaker and just get the gift out of you, and just tell your jokes. That's one. Another one is I just spend time writing in the mornings. I wake up and I don't judge myself. I just bring out a notebook. I don't censor myself. I just write consistently for 15 minutes. Anything that comes to mind, I get it out of me. And then I go back to it in the middle of the day or the end of the day and look at what I wrote. Like, damn, that was funny. Damn, that was funny. I think the greatest advice I would give is to tell people, quit trying to go out and look for it. Create your own at home. Work on your craft at the crib. Jokes in the mirror for 5, 10, 15 minutes a day before I leave. I brush my teeth. I tell jokes in the mirror. Speak on loudspeaker. I perform to an imaginary audience here at the crib. And the more I do that, the opportunities come. So I attract opportunities with my work ethic and what I do at home instead of trying to press people. Put me on this show, bro. Put me on this show. How much y'all gonna pay me? I hate that when niggas start doing comedy and they try to get on everybody's show and wonder what you gonna get paid. Nigga, are you funny? Work on your gift, man. Write your jokes down. Record yourself. You got an educational analyst show I'm trying to give back to the hood too. That's what it is, man. Write it down. I think everybody should have a one-page business plan. A one-page business plan. Write it down. What you want to do, and go after it. I did a one-page business plan for my dad's car lot, and went from selling, and I managed it. We went from selling 3 cars a month to like 40 or 50. It turned into $1.5 million business in 3 years. We was getting so much money. It was ridiculous. But I worked a business plan. I worked a marketing plan. I watched it happen. I did the same thing with my acting business. I know Aaron Lamar, man. Aaron was I think I did a show. I used to run a comedy show in Greektown at the Baltimore Bar and Grill, and Aaron came out and did a show there. Yeah, I know Aaron. But yeah, man, do a one-page business plan. I did the same for my acting business. I did a one-page business plan, and then boom, I did Chicago PD, then Chicago Fire, then I did a few movies, and then I did commercials. Like I watched it become successful, but I had a plan in place. You know what I'm saying? You did stand up so well. I ain't get back. Wait, you ain't get, you just Papa, you just wanted to do it to say you did it. You don't want to really pursue it. Nigga, you be funny as hell on the show, dog. Your jokes be ridiculous. You could actually, I could see you popping as like a comedy writer for a TV show or a podcast or a web series or something. Because this, to be able to snap fire like that, nigga, you be having the chat room popping. Or you cut hair with Aaron Lamar? Yeah, Aaron's good people. Aaron real good people, man. I ain't never professed to be the best actor, comedian, the best at listen. I'm just trying to work as hard as I can so that I can put out my truth. That's my goal. I think people get in trouble when they're like, I got to be the king of this. I got to be the best. Look, I just want to work the hardest and put out my truth. And whatever happens, everybody ain't going to think I'm funny. Everybody ain't going to think I'm the best. But all I can control is my discipline, my focus, and my effort. So I just want to work as hard as I can and put out my truth. And whatever happens after that, I don't care about what no critics say. I don't care about no likes and subscribers. If you want to like and subscribe, cool, but I ain't pressed for that. I'm going to work hard, put out my truth. As long as I know my truth is out, bro, can't nobody stop you when your truth is out there, man. I just wish, I want people to stop restricting themselves. Put out your art. Put out your truth. Stay consistent. The 3 things you can control is your discipline, your focus, and your effort. Make sure your nostrils is clean when you go in public around other people. Make sure you ain't got no lettuce or nothing in your teeth. It's very hard for me to listen to you if you got a booger in your nose, or you know what I'm saying, you got some stuff in your teeth, or or if you're missing side teeth. If you're missing a lot of side teeth, that's an indication of shady character. So you need to explain that to me. If you're talking to me and you're missing a lot of side teeth, I need to know what happened. Every Friday on Craig Facts. I be having a blast on Craig Facts, bro. We be clowning. Yeah, but side teeth, make sure you got them. If you don't, you need to explain to me. If you're giving me a lot of eye contact and you're in my face, you need to explain what happened to your teeth. I need some braces on my bottom teeth, though. So I can't really blaze nobody a lot. Like, look, I got like this little vampire tooth over here, just random. Yeah, vampire. So I might have to get this shaved down or something, but your coworker's missing side teeth. She's a woman. She's probably on meth. Is she on glass? I'm not on drugs. I'm not, Charlie. If she's missing side teeth, she out here on glass. That's an indication of she hitting glass. So be careful. You know how you want to test to see if she's on drugs? Leave some money out. Leave a couple dollars out around her, around your workstation. See if the money disappears. If the money disappears, she's on glass. Oh man, dude, I grew up around white and black people, so I can mix up that voice so crazy. Charlie, here's the deal. We were interested in giving you a position at work, but when we started looking at some of your YouTube videos, we noticed an urban side of you that we'd never seen before. I mean, you're thugged out, Charlie. You got tattoos and shit? Fuck, bro. You had 5 kids and 3 baby mamas? I mean, you're a real black guy. So if we're gonna put you in this commercial, give you this opportunity, can you promise that you'll cover up your tattoos? We don't want the urban Charlie. We want the suburban Charlie. You know what I'm saying? Fucking A, man. I was listening to T Grizzly the other day, and Big Sean. I'm familiar with Detroit rap. Big Sean's one of my favorites, man. Fucking A, man. Big Sean. Did you hear that cipher with Big Sean and Eminem and Sada Baby? Fuck, I keep it on rotation in my car. I've got a little Prius. So I'm listening to Big Sean, the cipher, and I look down, I'm doing fucking 60 miles an hour. I mean, that's fast for me in my Prius, you know what I'm saying? What actor or actress would you like to work with? Halle Berry, for sure. I know it's old school. Denzel Washington, for sure. I want to work with Tom Hardy. He's one of my favorites. Michael Fassbender is one of my favorites. What's the dude's name that played in Punisher, the lead role in Punisher? What's his name? Damn, he played the lead role in Punisher. He's played in a bunch of movies. Y'all help me out, man. What's dude's name? No, John Barenthal. He one of the dopest actors out right now, man. His range is fire. Poppin', I knew you had me. Yeah, man. I'm talking about Punisher, the TV show. John Barenthal is off the chain. Tom Hardy is cold. I'd love to work with him. Trying to think what other actors or actresses. I'd like to work with Tracy Ross, man. Tracy just dope to me for some reason. She just got dope vibes. What's girl name that's been in all the movies with Will Smith? She played in. I'd love to work with Leonardo DiCaprio, but Leonardo DiCaprio's love interest in Wolf of Wall Street. What was her name? What's her name? She played Duchess in Wolf of Wall Street. She was in a movie with Will Smith, British chick, Margot Robbie. Yeah. I want to work with Margot Robbie, dog. Margot off the chain. She a genius, too. On the producer side of the game. Margot Robbie. Yeah, I want to work with Margot Robbie, man. I got a list of people I want to work with. I got a list of directors I want to work with. Produce my own TV show. I've been pitching this. I've been out here. So I got a list of directors that I'd love to work with, producers. I'm going to tell y'all the TV show y'all need to watch, man. It's called Wayne. It's on Amazon. Bro, that's I want to work with old boy that the creator of the show, some of the directors. That's one of the best shows on TV right now. Wayne. Another one of my favorite shows is Ray Donovan. My favorite movie is Casino. You would work with Pinky. You talking about the adult actress Pinky? Last time. Yeah, Wayne. It's on Amazon. It's a TV show. It's the last time you. Man, you. But it's not like that first goes away. So every time I'm nervous when I hit the stage. But that's why I did a lot of theater, a ton of theater. I did a bunch of plays. Doing live shows kind of helps you have stage presence and overcome any obstacle. Somebody gave me that game years ago, like really get a lot of theater under your belt. So I remember I was doing a play. Shout out to the Detroit Repertory Theater on Woodrow Wilson, man. I did 3 or 4 plays there. I won several awards for best actor. At Detroit Repertory Theater was probably the best training ground for me in reference to acting and comedy. The best. Leah Smith, great director. Lynch Travis, like the whole team down there, man. Keegan Michael Key came out of there. Came out of Detroit Repertory Theater. He's from Southfield, but he did a bunch of plays there at Detroit Repertory Theater. Is the best. I remember I was doing a play at Detroit Repertory Theater, and it's in the hood. If anybody from that area from Detroit, you know where Detroit Repertory Theater is. It's this awesome theater in the middle of the trap. Because it's been there for like 60, 70 years. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing a play there, and in the middle of the play, I saw it. I saw this mouse crawl up on this lady's leg in the front row, right? And it crawled into her lap. So I'm in character doing the play, but in the corner of my eye, I see this mouse crawling up this lady's leg. And it crawled onto her lap, and she freaked out. She was like, ah, screamed, threw the mouse onto another lady who also screamed, and then that whole section went nuts. And then people tried to stop. They started leaving out of the theater, at least 10 people, and one lady fell trying to go down the steps, and she fell and rolled and made some noise that was so hilarious, dog. I was in tears. So we was on stage, we froze. And then I'm like, damn, I gotta help get this play back in motion because 10 people left, but the rest of the audience was like, nigga, get on with the show. So I said somebody else's line to spark them to say their line, and then so basically I had to like, look, let's get everybody in motion. So I started using somebody else's dialogue. I said, hey, well, tell me about when the police pulled you over, da 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 da. Oh, and then we got back in motion. And then after the show, the director was like, thank you, Charlie. You saved the show. You helped, blah 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 blah. But that's what theater will give you. You got to be spontaneous in the moment. Is where an actor or actress will drop their line in front of me, and they be looking at me with the death eye, like, save me. One of my first plays was at University of Michigan. It was called I Am a Man. And when I got on the scene, I was a police officer, and the dude who I was in the scene with was my teacher. I went to Eastern Michigan, and I was in the scene with my teacher, and this nigga gets in front of me. I was in the scene with my acting teacher in college, but we were also in this play at the same time. So this nigga walked up on me, and he was supposed to say his lines, and this nigga froze. Like deer in headlights. He was like, and I'm looking at him like, is this nigga gonna say his lines? And that little 3 seconds felt like 20 minutes. So finally I was like, well, tell me about you, because his line was supposed to be about him telling me about his family. So I was like, bro, tell me about your family. Oh, okay. Yeah. So after the show, he's like, man, thank you so much. I've always been like on point with improv and kind of just throwing stuff out there. Like, you can't really hit me without a curveballs. But one of the things I didn't have as a comedian was I didn't really have a lot of responses for hecklers other than I'm gonna whoop your ass after the show. Like, keep talking, Nick. I never really had funny comebacks. I don't think I got better with responding to hecklers until like 3-4 years ago. I'm really on point now with being on Craig Facts and not knowing if somebody gonna bang on you or like say some shit to you or not. So now I'm a little bit better with like having more improv in the room with comebacks. But that used to be like one of my downfalls, especially in Detroit. I used to do comedy at Coco's House of Comedy way back in the day on Jefferson. And I remember I did a show there once, and I had a really good show, and I got cocky. So I came back the next show unprepared, just like whatever. They love me. I'm cool. Everybody in high school laughed at me. I was really young. I was like 20. Man, I went up there and then I told one joke and people laughed, and I took too long to get to the next joke. And they had this thing in Detroit where if you take too long, or if they don't like you, they don't boo you, they shake their car keys at you. So I'm up there all cocky. I tell one joke, people laugh. I take too long to get to the next one because I don't know what the next one is because I didn't prepare. And I didn't really have the ability to riff back then. I took too long, and I remember locking eyes with this fat black chick on the front row. And she had a look of disgust, like this nigga. She just looked like I stank. She was just, and she reached into her purse and grabbed her keys. She started dangling her keys. And then it was everybody started shaking their keys. And then one nigga in the back killed me. That nigga was like, "Get your whole ass off the stage, nigga." I was through. I was through, dog. And then I had to just leave the stage like, all right, I'm done. I didn't do comedy no more for 10 years, dog. From 20 to 30. I stopped doing comedy for 10 years, man, after that nigga destroyed me. That's the worst I ever bombed in my life. I've never bombed like that since. I've had sets that didn't go well, but I didn't like get booed and it just killed me. I was like, oh, I'm done. Fuck comedy. I'm gonna do plays. So from 20 to 30, all I did was theater and stage plays. Yeah, she went to Popeyes right after that. She probably on my 600-pound life right now. Cause she was a greaseball back then, shaking her keys at me. She probably ain't even got no car keys right now. They gotta move her around on a sled. She got sled keys. I'd destroy that big greaseball if I seen her now. But I just didn't have the tools then that I have now. And I was young. But I literally stopped doing comedy that day. It's like, I'm done. So for 10 years, I just did stage plays. I went to school, I studied acting, I did plays. I was like, man, I ain't fucking with comedy. So, yeah, man. Stick with it, though. I wish I would have stick with it. I'm going to tell you some few things I wish I would have stuck with. I wish I would have stuck with stand-up comedy. And I wish I would have stuck with YouTube. Like, I started doing YouTube videos like 10 years ago. Somebody sat me down and said, you should do like 5 to 10 minute videos 3 days a week. Matter of fact, it was my pastor's wife, man, Pastor Sharice. She was like, you should do 3 days a week, 5-minute videos. And I started. It was called At the Kitchen Table with Charlie Newhart. And you can look on my page and go way back to like the beginning videos. I got a couple of them when I'm there with my kids, with Andrew. And I started, I must have did 2 or 3 weeks and stopped. Like, I'm doing this. Just imagine if I would have stuck with it. This lame niggas on here with several subscribers, and these niggas ain't talking about nothing. But you know what they had? They had consistency. Like Eric Thomas, average skill, phenomenal will. They had a phenomenal will, and they stuck with it, and that's why they're successful. So I don't take nothing away from somebody's work ethic. Whenever you have acting roles, do you go out in public and practice on unsuspecting people? No, that's weird. Critique the best game show ever. Web price support, appreciate it. Okay, what do you do? Are you a bot or what? What's going on? No, I don't practice on unsuspected people. I got a book called The Power of the Actor. I kind of go through that, build my obstacles, scene objectives. I create a playlist, and I just do the work before I actually try to memorize the lines. I try to get the backstory. That's a bot. I'm gonna delete the shit out their message. Is moving to LA inevitable for serious actors, comedians? I don't know. I think you should maybe have a connection to LA. I don't know if moving is really not a place to raise a family. I don't think. I guess it depends on the parts. I love Pasadena. There's certain pockets of Cali that I really do love that I think are good for raising a family, but then there's parts that's just not. So I think it's something you have to really pray about, because I think now with social media and your computer, you could be successful anywhere. You don't have to move to LA to be successful. My favorite car is a 72. I got a couple. 72 Caprice on 28s, 415s in the trunk, and a 454. You know, I'm a motor guy. I'm a car guy. maybe a 69 Camaro Z28. My dad had one when he was younger. I always wanted one of them. 70 Chevelle. True, if they want you, they'll find you. I wish I wouldn't have sold my Cutlass before I moved out here, man. I had a photo Cutlass with a 454 in it, turbo 400 trans, 411 posi. Man, that bitch was a monster. I sold my house and sold that to move out here to pursue the dreams. Once I get the bag, I got to get me another hot rod, dog. Miss my cars, man. I've been a car guy since I was 16, man. I always had a dope car every summer. One of my favorite cars, I had a 75 Delta drop top, all white with white interior, 15s in the trunk, turbo, 350 Rocket. Woo! Woo! That's a car when you at the stoplight, you don't even got to say nothing to nobody. Everybody just looking at you like, yep, what's popping? You can go on my website and get the book, iamcharlienewhart.com. Or you can just cash at me $20. I'll send you the book. My cash app is $Charlie Newhart. So yeah, I hope I get it back, man. I appreciate y'all support, man, for real. 96 Impala is the GOAT. My pops had one with the shift in the floor. Woo! Woo! 96 Impala was a beast. Yeah, I hope I get it back. I sold everything to come out here, man. I sacrificed so much, man. My pops sold his car lot. He came out here too. I walked away from a successful used car lot. Sold a 6-bedroom house. Sold my Cutlass. I sold everything to come out here, man. To try to make it happen. And I'm glad that I did because I'm around a circle of people. Now, I'm just around a better circle. And I wouldn't have been able to access that had I not moved out here, man. The team that's around me now, I got a great manager. Don't know if that wouldn't have happened if I came out here. That's put me in front of some great opportunities, man. Got a great team of people, a great team of friends, so I'm really grateful. God is good, man. I love God. So yeah, I'm gonna show y'all a couple books that I mess with before I get out of here. Shout out to prayer book, Prayers That Rout Demons and Break Curses. This is a great prayer book, man, for you to just kind of pull some prayers out, pray over your family, pray over yourself. The greatest book of all. Whoop, whoop. This is the acting book I keep telling y'all about. If you want to be a serious actor about some pieces, Power of the Actor. You know what I'm saying? It's another one of my favorite books. It's another one. I got a bunch of people asking me about books. This is my daily devotional book, Battlefield of the Mind. I pull out a devotional day to read that. Man, what's another one, dog? I love to read, nigga. Ooh, this one. My boy Tristan put me up on this one. I encourage all y'all to get this. The War of Art. Break through the blocks and win your inner creative battles. This book, game changer. Looks like Doc on steroids. Man, nigga. Yeah, the War of Art is off the chain. My cash app, yeah, that's it, John Gray. Appreciate you. Put that in the box. It's $Charlie Newhart, Newhart. Yeah, it does. It teach you about resistance. Like there's a resistance that's in all of us that when we trying to do our gift and our art, that it tries to fight us and just pushing through that. Is it only introspective? That's a good question, man. I just encourage, you know what? Go on Amazon or whatever and just kind of read the back cover of the book and see what kind of insight you get from that. But The War of Art is probably one of my favorite books. I read it twice. And it just helped me push through. Sick Pistons. Got Killian Hayes. Dang, I need to follow the Pistons, bro, and see what's happening. I love that they got Blake, one of my favorites. I love D Rose on the team, man. I just wish management and the coaches would get their stuff together. But yeah, going into the new 8-9 years. Because I'm just hungry about change. So Craig put me up on a book, this book not too long ago. I'm gonna be done with this one. It's called The Art of Thinking. This book is fire. it shows you what kind of thinker you are. Like me, I'm a pragmatic thinker, which means I don't. Yeah, man, what up, though? How y'all doing in there, fam? I talked to my son today, man. He said you're holding it down. But this book right here, fire. I'm a pragmatic thinker, which means just give me a few details and let's go towards the goal. I don't need a bunch of analytics and ideas and all that. Just tell me what the goal is, give me a few details, and let's run. That's a pragmatic thinker. But it just details how, if this is the kind of thinker you are, this is how you can be successful because of the kind of thinker. So there's a test in the beginning of the book that asks you, to help you determine what kind of thinker you are. I think it's idealist, synthesis, pragmatic, analyst. It's one more. I can't think of it, but if you want to find out what kind of thinker you are and what kind of processes you need, because the Bible says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You're not an analytic thinker. You got jokes. Put up a picture so we can see you. You probably the kind of nigga that got taught how to pee by sitting down. Sit down, Johnny, to piss, and then wipe your pee-pee with a napkin when you're done, nigga. I got a vibe like that you the kind of nigga that sits down to piss, and you probably don't wash your hands. Let's get a picture of you. I love the roast though, nigga. I love it. Keep it going. But yeah, man, y'all, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. Look, you see this vision board behind me? I got one board that shows the accomplishments that God has given me, and another board. So that board, all the way in the corner, is what God has done for me. This next board is what I'm believing God for. Let me see. I'll show y'all real quick. Y'all get a sneak peek into my room. So this is all the things that God has done for me. Healed me of cancer. That's why it's the Michigan M for Mott's Children's Hospital. That's that drop top I was telling you about. I was killing them in that, boy. Boy, boss up and get this money. What was that, like 98, 99? You know what I'm saying? That's the Chicago PD role. That's the sold out show at the Comedy Union. Got a movie coming out called Dinner in America. There was a Sundance favorite that's coming out soon. That's the play that I wrote. That's the Slim Jim commercial. That's the car wash I used to have. That's my dad and his car lot. Boy, would you boss up and get this money? Boss up, that nigga had hair back then too. That's my dad's car lot. That was, the $1.5 million business. That's one of the commercials I did. That's me and James Edwards. I had a show in Detroit that I would bring people on. That's Buddha from the Pistons. I brought him on the show. That's the movie Beyond the Mask. I mean, God is good, man. You know what I'm saying? That's the cutlass I was telling y'all about. Nigga, I eat a Corvette in that cutlass, nigga. But this, make a board at the crib of things that God has done for you. You got to take some time to be grateful. Like, dang, look what God did, man. The movie Corner Store, that was the first movie I was in. That's on Amazon. Shout out to Brenda Perry, man. She passed away this year from COVID. She was the casting director for that movie. She put me in the show. Rest in peace, Blade Icewood, man. I was outside the candy bar when Blade got blasted. And then he went to the hospital, got out, went to the car wash. They killed that nigga at the car wash, man. Rest in peace, Blade, dog. Would you? So this is the vision board of what I'm believing God for. What I'm believing him for. Netflix deal. Ooh, 72 Caprice on 8s with the 502. Ooh, my kids getting along with everybody. Just teaching them great things. Buying properties. You know what I'm saying? Getting a farm, nigga. That's Sumner Redstone. Look him up. That's what I want to be, a media mogul. Old schools in the garage. Family time. Mansion. Oh, Green Lantern. Oh. Thumb up the video. Oh, shit, that nigga ain't a bot. I thought Web Prize was a bot. I'm just saying, that's the vision. So that's what God did. That's the vision. That's what I'm believing him for. My room messy as hell, but dog, you gotta write the vision, make it plain. Put up some vision boards, things you thanking God for. You know what I'm saying? I just gave y'all a real sneak peek into my life real quick. Check out my plant. Where my plant at? Check out my plant. Oh shit. I'm saying I'm so grateful, bro. I can look out my window and see this. I can remember looking out my side and seeing gloom and doom, man. I'm grateful. I'm just grateful to God, bro. I think that's why I just keep a humble attitude because I've been through a lot, man. I've been shot, I had cancer. You know what I'm saying? I've had some rough relationships, man. People try to attack me and malign my name and lie on me, bro. But God is so good. How do you distinguish between what are your efforts and God's? Man, this is what I feel. The Bible says faith without works is dead. I like to give God a plan, and if He want to change it, cool. But at least I'm gonna give Him something. But yeah, I have to put effort forth. But it's some opportunities that I didn't even know. I'll give you an example. When I auditioned for this movie, which one? Corner Store. It's on Amazon. So when I auditioned for that, I remember walking into the audition and Brenda Perryman was the casting director. I heard her she gave somebody else the part right in front of me. She said, you. And I remember his name. His name was Corey. She gave Corey the part right in front of me. You did a good job on that. Great audition. To give the part to Corey. And then they was like, wait, we got one more audition. We got Charlie. And they was like, oh yeah, bring him in. He's the last one. Man, I went in there to that audition and I play a mechanic. I play a mechanic in that movie. And I went in there and I started clowning and acting like my dad because my dad worked on cars. So I started saying a bunch of shit that he would say. And everybody was in there cracking up. And at the end of my audition, it was like, we're going to have to call Corey back because we're giving the role to Charlie. They took a role from somebody else and gave it to me. That kind of stuff is God. That don't happen. So yeah, it was my effort, but I think when you bring God in the room, you bring favor. And that's what favor is. It's uncommon. I got all kinds of testimonies like that where God just opened supernatural doors for me. You know what I'm saying? Would you? Boss up and get this money. Boss up and get this money. So, yeah. Man, I've been on here for 48 minutes, dog. Shit, nigga, I gotta leave. Okay. He said God didn't like Corey. I love y'all, man. Y'all niggas is wild. You know, this got what I need though, man. I can only be around. I'm not really an internet guy, period. Craig Fax directed me to you. Good shit, man. Craig Fax was a real show, man. Shout out. Thanks y'all for y'all support, man. Hit them like buttons, subscribe every week. Great. I really do enjoy it, man. Yeah. Everybody on the show is the real deal. You bought the book? Good shit, man. Readers are leaders, as my mama would always say. Or what else they used to say? You want to have something from a nigga, put it in a book. You brought the book. I gotta get this day started. So, give me some ideas for some sketches, man. Some characters that I should film and shoot. Like I got the Hood Bob Ross guy. Just subscribe. Just one of the funniest ones. Hey man, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I think we all funny in our own right, man. Everybody got their own angle, but I appreciate it. Got the Graveyard Shift, Bakari. Hey man, thanks for tuning in, bro. Thanks for buying my book, Bakari. You've been just a great supporter, man. I appreciate you, man. Merry Christmas to you and your family and all y'all, man. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that. If y'all got some good ideas for some shows, oh yeah, I gotta start using that white voice. White guy sketch, okay. Give me some ideas for some sketches, man. Then I'm gonna just shoot on my own because I've been putting out a video a day. Anything with old ladies are funny. Yeah, for sure, man. So give me some ideas, man. If you can think of some, just drop them in the comments below. I'm gonna try to start shooting some. I'm about to shoot another Hood Bob Ross video. Yeah, man. Merry Christmas. Put the Christ in there, man. Take that X out. Merry Christmas. Hey, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Happy New Year, Merry Christmas.